Hi, it's me, Diego, and today I'm going to make Posole. And this video is actually for my cousin Lita because she thinks it's an abomination that you used canned hominy to make Posole. But that's how I do it, and it's really good. I haven't had any complaints when people have eaten it during like Christmas or whenever I've made it. So I'm going to show you how I do it. So I'm here in my kitchen, and I am going to start by making the pork meat. I just went to the local grocery store and bought some pork stew meat, and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's just like this. It's already cubed for you, so you just have to throw it into the pan. Just get a knife, and you just cut the edge off here to get the package, and then pull out the meat. So you're going to use a big quart pot like this, and you're going to put it over medium-high heat. Let me lower that a little bit. And then you just get your pork, and you toss it into the pan. And you're going to lightly brown the meat. Into the actual quart pan. You're going to add a little bit of salt. This is going to make a lot of Posole because I use actually 2 packages of the pork meat. So once that's brown, then I'll show you the next step. So as you can see, it's coming along. You just want to keep stirring to make sure that it browns evenly on all sides. And you don't want it to cook all the way, because once you boil it with the hominy, it'll continue to cook. So that's basically what you're doing right now, is you're just browning it to make sure that it's cooked on all ends. So the pork meat is almost done. It's got about maybe 3 or 4 more minutes to cook. I'm going to add chicken stock to this, and then the rest water. So the pork meat is almost done, and I'm going to start opening the can of hominy. Also, I'll show you the chicken stock that I use. So I just use this Trader Joe's chicken broth to give it some flavor, and I use this Juanita's Mexican style hominy. And then I'm just going to open the can and to get it ready for you, so you don't have to watch me open this big old giant can. So the stew meat is pretty much, there's no more pink in it, so it's ready to start boiling. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to start pouring the chicken stock into the Posole so it gets a nice flavor. Then I also just poured water into the same container, and I'm going to put like 2 more of those. So you need like about 8 cups of water, or a combination of stock and water. So I have the pork now in the stock, and then I'll just let that simmer. I'm going to add the Posole in about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So once you open the can, you're going to want to rinse the Posole. So I'm going to put it through this colander here and just rinse it. So I'm rinsing the corn that was in the can, making sure it's nice and clean. You might want to look for the ones that might be discolored or something. You don't want those. So just then generally give it a good rinse. So I had made red chili earlier today, and I saved one of the pods that I had boiled, and I'm going to use this just for flavor in the actual pot. Even though I do have red chili, I'm going to put this into the pork stew. So into the pot that goes, just for a little bit of flavor and color. And you just want to mix that in. Once this comes to a boil, I'll add the hominy to the pot. So the stock came to a boil, and I lowered the heat to like a slow simmer, and now I'm going to add the actual hominy. And then I'm just going to let that simmer for like 45 minutes to an hour, and it'll be done. So while the posole is simmering here with the pork meat and the little bit of chili, red chili in there, I'm going to start preparing the garnish. So definitely what you want to do is use lemons, and I have some lemons right here that I just got at the local grocery store. I'm going to get some lemons and wash them really well, and then you're also going to want to use chop up an onion. So I've washed the lemons, and I'm just going to cut off the edges. And then cut down the middle like this. So you have like some nice lemon wedges to squeeze into your posole. Then I've already chopped half an onion. Remove the skin. You don't want that, obviously. Take all the skin off. And then you're just going to chop it up. Like that. And don't worry, I won't cut my finger, because I've been doing this for years. So once you chop up the onion, you'll have that ready, and then you'll use that as your garnish for your posole once you plate it. Okay? But I'm just doing all this while the posole is simmering. So everything's chopped up, and I'm going to tell you the story that my cousin told me. She said that she went to one of my aunt's house, and that they had a canned hominy for posole to make for Christmas time or whatever. And she said it was so horrible because it was just like one big mush, like almost like oatmeal, and it totally turned her off, and she thought, this is the grossest thing ever. Like, how could anybody eat posole out of the can? And, well, I'm one of those people, but it's never been mushy. It's always been really good. And people have never noticed that it wasn't, usually there's like the bueno kind that you get, it's like frozen, and you actually have to boil it for 3 or 4 hours in order for the corn to pop. But this one's already done for you, so I think it's so much easier to do it this way. And I will show her at the end how yummy it is. And might even take her like a little bowl. How about that, Lita? Okay, that was the story behind why I said this video is for Lita, because she said that she is totally turned off to canned hominy. So the pozole's been simmering for about 45 minutes to an hour, about 50 minutes. And I'm going to go ahead and serve myself a bowl. I also, like I said, I made red chili earlier. I'm going to add this to my bowl now, and then after I eat, I'll add this chili to the pot so it's all mixed together. So I poured some of the posole into the bowl. I'm gonna toss in a few onions, squeeze some lemon. You don't want the seeds to get in there, so be careful with the seeds. And then you're just gonna add, this is just for garnish, a sprig of cilantro on top. Add another, the wedge of lemon, just for the garnish of it. And then I'll show you what it looks like when I sit down. So I've plated the posole. I have crackers on the side, because that's how I like to eat my posole, with crackers. And here you go. So I don't know, it's not mushy or anything like that. Nice red chili. And I'm gonna go ahead and take a taste. So good. And so quick and easy. Lita, you might want to try it. Anybody else? It's a quick way. Today's a nice cool day. It got like really windy and cloudy outside. So it's a perfect day to eat a nice warm meal like this. And I will talk to you guys later until my next video. Bye.